overjoyed to share this beautiful book filled with testimonies that are short yet impactful. They are inspiring stories of women that I got to collaborate with who shared their stories of God's goodness and His faithfulness in the midst of the hard and the difficult. That in John 16:33, it says that we will have troubles in this life. But Jesus says, take heart, for I have overcome the world. And in this time that we're living in, troubles can get the narrative to our life. But instead, this book is really going to point you to God Himself. I truly believe this, to show that troubles do not have to have the narrative, but Jesus gets to have the narrative in the midst of the troubles. Hence, daughters of the King, the daughters of the King who get to brag on the goodness of God. And in doing so, I want to show you this canvas behind me. It's a painting. Earlier that day, I had asked a question on our private Facebook page, and the question was, if you could imagine the presence of God, what color do you think of? And so the women commented on that question. And so the colors behind me are what were suggested. So as we gathered together, we began to collaborate, not knowing how we were going to do it. And this is the result. So before we even started, we prayed. We put on worshipful music that caused our sights to see Almighty God. And to remember that when we get to know Him more, we find out who we truly are. And so in this painting is the cover of the book. And here's why it's the cover. Because after the painting was finished, I got this God thought, and I know it was, this will be the cover of the book for Daughters of the King. And I thought to myself, how in the world is that going to happen? But with His grace, He did things through each of us that we would have never imagined. From compiling all the stories to making sure there was a schedule, which I am not a scheduler, I'm an adventurer. And every woman participated with worshipful heart, and this book is going to reveal that. The organization that we're prayerfully considering, there are a few. So as we reveal that later on who the proceeds will go to, it's going to be an anti-human trafficking group that actually helps survivors of human trafficking and sexual exploitation and domestic abuse who need help from following them through all the way until they can actually live a life that is sustainable on their own. So that's what we're getting to do, and we're so excited about that. So thank you so much for being a part of this in some way, whether you were a contributing writer, whether you are someone who wants to purchase the book later on when it is available on Amazon. And again, this is being published through Enliven Devotionals, through Marked Writers Publishing. And I'm so honored that Alyssa Hope Wagner and Holly Smith are a part of the editing process. And I also want to give a big shout out to Brecken Guzman, who also helped in this writing process. And I'm just so grateful to her. So now please watch as you get to see all the pictures of the women who are part of this devotional anthology. Congratulations, ladies.